Introduction, Changes, and Key Concepts. In this module, we will introduce the concepts and structure of the system. There are many concepts and principles presented in this module that are integral to understanding how the permitting and inspection system works. We will introduce some of the features that make the system an efficient tool for online registration and permit management. We'll discuss the changes that were introduced as part of the project and the benefits we hope to realize as a result of these changes. The migration to the new system will not happen overnight. We will present a summary of what the migration will look like and how that might impact your work. Pplnc is the planning, permitting, inspections, and compliance system implemented as a result of a multi-year initiative to modernize planning and development and meet customer expectations in this online one-click world. There were several guiding principles and best practice concepts that influenced the design and configuration of the system. Most importantly, we wanted the ability for customers to interact with P&D online through a customer portal. We also sought best practices to enhance our data integrity, allow better data analytics, and ensure a consistent customer experience. And one digital file that could be shared between planning and development and the customer. The project is divided into 3 parts, referenced as releases. Release 1 rolls out the customer portal for permitting and inspections. Release 2 will support licensing and compliance. And Release 3 will focus on planning and subdivision. The Pplnc system is a powerful web-based platform with built-in best practices and automated processes. The system allows P&D to configure behind-the-scenes business rules to save time and remove manual steps. For example, business rules around zones and boundaries are built in through a link to the municipal GIS database. If a zone or boundary changes, it need only be updated in the GIS system. The Pplnc system has a user-friendly interface that uses questions within the form to capture information and apply relevant business rules. For example, entering the size of a deck in the application allows the system to automatically calculate the permit fee. The interface allows document uploads and online fee payments. We are truly going digital. As well, the permitting and inspections component of the system will fully integrate with the future releases, meaning P&D will have a one-stop online shop. The project was initiated to improve how planning and development does business. We look to successful jurisdictions and permitting experts for their experiences and input to establish best practices and identify current industry standards. The adopted changes and concepts have been successful in other cities and were recommended modifications to our operating model. We also listened to the needs of the customer. As a result, we invested in an online system that follows proven best practices with successful implementation in similar cities with similar land use policies. The Pplnc system was implemented to modernize the tools, processes, and practices of planning and development. Modernization includes going digital. Digital files are easier and cheaper to store, search, and share. Physical space currently used for paper files can be repurposed. Time spent transporting physical files from one office to another can be redirected to other tasks. E-docs and e-plans can be shared and updated instantly without missing a revision or looking at an outdated version. There is only one file, so there is one up-to-date information source. Going digital also means an online customer portal. Customers can submit and pay for applications from their home, office, or work site 24/7. The customer account provides an option to receive email notifications. There is no longer a need for customers to visit a customer service center. Digital systems are programmable and allow better tracking of permit applications, time in the system, and completed tasks. User, date, and timestamps occur at each step in the process and can be analyzed to identify trends, issues, and opportunities. Better analytics mean data-driven decisions and better planning. Automated processes and business rules can also be implemented. This adds a layer of checks and balances, supports standardization, and supports efficient use of staff time. Empowering our customers means we are meeting your expectations to be more efficient and flexible when it comes to permit applications. This starts with developing an online customer portal for permit applications. We are empowering our customers to have more control over when and where they submit an application. You are no longer required to leave your work site and drive to a customer service location. This gives you the freedom to apply during evenings and weekends from your office, home, or work truck. We are adapting to meet your needs. Customers can apply and withdraw a permit, request inspections, and receive notifications through their online account. We've also made it easier to track permit processing time and record when a permit has been returned to you, the customer, for revisions or additional information. The ability to track when a customer has the permit versus when we have the permit promotes shared accountability and transparency into the process and timeline. The permitting website has been updated to support this self-serve model, allowing applicants to read requirements, download templates, and get a better sense of our processes before they even begin an application. The new system also allows for applications to be returned to the customer if they do not meet our requirements, putting the responsibility on the customer to ensure documents are legible and relevant and that all information is provided as requested. Most importantly, the new system is built to follow a standardized approach. Customers and staff will have a consistent experience, roles and responsibilities are clear, and handoff to the next unit is continuous. Modernization of our tools and technology allows greater analytics of our data. Digital data is easy to slice, dice, and analyze. Part of going digital is to enable us to perform more advanced reviews of our permitting data for planning purposes. This type of business intelligence was previously labor-intensive, incomplete, and sometimes out of date with paper files. With digital files, analytics can be performed in real time to inform decisions in the moment. With business intelligence comes enhanced reporting capabilities. Reports will be more meaningful because they will include all data, but they can also be automated for consistent reporting and identification of trends or issues. We will be comparing apples to apples over time or between regions. Reports can be configured in advance to meet specific reporting needs and then produced as needed with the push of a button. This type of analytical insight will allow monitoring of opportunities for future system or workflow improvements and allow for faster and easier updates to our external partners. One of the new concepts that will impact customers is most of the breakdown of permits into different permit types. Permits are now broken down into 3 categories: general permits, building permits, and water permits. The division of general permits and building permits allows applicants to be specific about the work they are doing and provides clarity to the municipality about the types of work being done around the region. This change in permit types should also make it easier to apply. For example, applicants will not need to navigate through a permit application with a lot of building permit language to request a solar panel permit. Permit types also provide another level of transparency when interacting with customers. We can easily convey the fee structure on a permit-by-permit basis. Water permits are broken out as a separate permit category because they will only be handled by municipal staff if they are part of a project. Typically, Halifax Water will be responsible for water permits. The master plan function will be implemented in Release 3. We can also build in business rules that apply to certain types of permits and not others, streamlining the process whenever possible. To support multiple permits on the same property as part of the same job, a project function is enabled to group permits. This diagram shows how work will move through the Pplnc system. The workflow consists of 4 stages, with various tasks occurring at each step. Here you can see the steps at each stage. A standardized workflow means all permit applications follow the same steps. The system ensures all steps, checks, and balances are completed. The workflow is the backbone of which all other processes and sub-processes are established and all business rules are embedded. Through your customer portal account, you will be able to track the progress of the permit application as it advances through these stages. The new online system has an integrated payment function that allows processing of payments as part of the submission of an application. The option to pay in person will still be available. A commonly asked question is, what's happening to the current permitting system, Hansen? The short answer is, Hansen will eventually be sunsetted and replaced by the Pplnc system. All permits currently in progress will remain in Hansen until complete. For these permits, you will continue to interact with P&D as you do today. Building permits that will not be complete before September 2021 will be moved by us to the new system. All new permits submitted after Go Live will be submitted and processed in the new system. We have adopted new terminology related to permitting. This slide shows a few examples of the types of terms that will be used when discussing permits. Terms and definitions can be found on the website in a table of terms. Many terms previously used may have a new meaning, such as stop work, so it is best to become familiar with the new meanings. Pplnc is a multi-year phased project to modernize planning and development and improve the customer experience. The online Pplnc system is a web-based platform with built-in best practices and automated processes. Adopting industry best practices and moving online are the 2 biggest changes. Several new concepts are the backbone of how the system is designed: workflow, built-in business rules, multiple permit types, etc. There are a lot of changes as a result of modernization and implementation of the Pplnc system. Understanding the changes and guiding principles will help you understand how the system is designed.